Mapagpalang araw para sa ating lahat, my dear students. So I have decided to prepare a video lesson on the last topic of our course, no, on data management. So the first of the many video lessons is on statistics, no? So the basic concept of statistics. So I hope malinaw na lumalabas sa inyo yung screen, no? Okay, so I'm presenting a lesson on elementary statistics. So bakit natin kailangang pag-aralan, no? So statistics is crucial, importante siya in mathematics because it bridges, no, theory to real world data. It also provides tool to collect, analyze, and interpret numerical information. So, bakit kailangan natin gawing mag-collect, mag-analyze, at mag-interpret ng numerical information? Because it would enable us to make informed decisions, no? Be able to recognize patterns and make reliable predictions in the field of science, business, health, and even in our daily lives. Statistics also uses concepts from probability and calculus to make sense of complex data sets. No? Now, this helps transform raw data into actionable knowledge, testing hypotheses, and modeling phenomena through mathematical frameworks. So ano ba yung etymological definition ng statistics? No? It comes from the Latin word status or status, which means state or estado. No? So statistics is a science which deals with the collection, presentation, and analysis of data. Statistics also refers to actual number derived from a data set. So ano ba yung mga types, no? So there are actually 4 types. So the first one is descriptive. So descriptive statistics deals with the method done to data as to yield meaningful information. So the methods are designed to summarize or describe data features without going any further. So ang halimbawa ay measures of central tendency, yung mean, median, mode, and measures of dispersion, range, no, standard deviation. So halimbawang binigay ko dito, the average grade of 10 students in English is 89.46%. So yun lang, dinidescribe lang yung average nung estudyanteng ito sa subject nilang English. Okay? The next one is inferential statistics. This time, it deals with making generalizations about a body of data. Methods of analysis lead to predictions or inferences about a population from a sample. So, halimbawa ay hypothesis testing, regression analysis, confidence interval. So, meron akong halimbawang binigay dito, no? So, based from the present sales trend, it is expected that after 2 years, this year's sales will be double. So, nag-i-infer ka mula sa mga sales, ni-expect mo na after 2 years, mag-i-increase yung sales mo, magiging double from your present sales now. The third is predictive modeling. Now, this type of statistics uses historical data to forecast future events. Halimbawa, ay yung time series analysis. Halimbawa, ginagamit ito sa healthcare, no? Healthcare companies use it to better manage patient care by forecasting patient admissions and readmissions. Halimbawa din, yung mga gamot na ah, ano yun, yung binibigay nila sa pasyente nila kung effective ba or hindi. Sa mga retailers naman and CPG, consumer packaged goods companies, they use it to analyze the effectiveness of past promotional activity and to predict which offers are most likely to be successful. Kung halimbawa, yung promotional activity nila nung nakaraan ay nakita nilang effective dahil nag-increase yung sales nila, most likely ay ulitin nila ulit yun. And then the fourth and the last type is the exploratory data analysis. This type of statistics uncovers patterns, anomalies, and trends in data, which is often visually. EDA serves as the critical foundation for data-driven decision-making, enabling professionals to uncover patterns, detect anomalies, and formulate hypotheses before diving into complex modeling. it has evolved, no? EDA has evolved from simple statistical summaries to sophisticated AI augmented processes that combine automation with human expertise to deliver faster and more accurate insights. Kung naririnig nyo yung data analytics, dito yun pumapasok. Why? Because data sets have grown in volume and complexity. So, kailangan natin yun. So, it has basically three types: univariate, bivariate, and multivariate. No? So, from the name, univariate, isa lang yung variable. For example, you would want to study the performance of students based on their test scores. Pag bivariate, dalawa na yung variable. So, pwedeng test scores and their attitude. And then multivariate, there are three or more variables like yung scores ng estudyante, yung attitude nila, yung motivation, anxiety, and so on. Okay? Ano ba yung gamit no, ng statistics sa sandaling na pag-usapan natin siya? No? So we can categorize those into insight generation. No? Why? Because statistics turns raw data into actionable insights. Then, informed decisions. Why? Because statistics supports strategic business and research choices, no? By making research-driven decisions, no? Our decisions are informed and therefore we are able to support more strategically businesses and research choices. Third is objectivity. We are sure that our findings are evidence-based and credible. Hindi yung parang pakiramdam lang, gusto ko lang, no? Kasi nga, data-driven yung ating mga choices. And then, ano yun? Nasosolve natin yung mga problems, no? So, problem solving helps design better experiments, create effective surveys, and assess risks. And therefore, we are able to solve problems more accurately and better. So, ano ba yung mga basic statistical terms? So, yung population. Ano yung population? Set of all individuals or entities under consideration or study. It may be a finite or infinite collection of objects, events, or individuals with specified class or characteristics under consideration. In a little while, I will give an example. And then sampling frame. Ano naman yung sampling frame? It is the actual specific list or source from which sample is drawn. Siyempre, nagkaroon ng S yung drawn, representing broader target population. Example, a company's employee database or a voter registration list, a customer database. Number three is a sample. A sample is a part of a population or a sub-collection of elements drawn from a population. Then we have a parameter, which is a numerical measurement describing some characteristic of a population, while a statistic is a numerical measurement describing some characteristic of a sample. So, yung parameter para sa population, yung statistic para sa sample. So, ito yung itsura, no? Using a figure. So, itong buong ito, yun yung target population. People who we would like info about ideally, no? So, ayan. Sa buo yan. Tapos, yung actual population, yun yung sampling frame. For example, halimbawa, yung buong CVSU students. Tapos, interested ka lang sa mga first year, no? Sa mga first year na students. So, yun yung actual population mo or yung sampling frame na kukunin mo. So, yung list, no, ng mga first year students sa university, yun yung kukunin mo. Tapos, ano talaga yung pipiliin mo? Kunwari, you would want to study about first year students who are working students. So, yun talaga yung kukunin sample. So, subset siya ng actual population. And then, another term is a variable, which is a characteristic of interest measurable on each and every individual in the universe. Ano yung mga types ng variables? So we have qualitative variables, which consist of categories or attributes which have non-numerical characteristics. And then we have quantitative, so consist of numbers representing counts or measurement. So yung quantitative, nakahati pa into discrete, so either a finite number or possible values or a countable number of possible values. Halimbawa, number of students sa klase, number of books sa library. Continuous results from infinitely many possible values that can be associated with point on a continuous scale. Halimbawa, yung height, weight kasi may mga point, kaya may parang continuum. So we now go to level of measurement. So there are 4 levels of measurement. The lowest level is the nominal, which consists of names, labels, or categories only. The data cannot be arranged in an ordering scheme. So halimbawa, name, sex, religion, address, civil status. So minsan nilalagyan din to ng number like yung sex. Pagka male, 0. Pag female, 1. No? So wala namang meaning yung 0, 1 na yun. Dili-label lang yung male at female. Then we have ordinal data or variable. Now the data may be arranged in some order, but differences are either cannot be determined or meaningless. Halimbawa, rank, no? Yung dati uso pa yung top 10, no? So yung ah top 1, top 2. So hindi mo naman masasabing yung top 1 twice as intelligent as the top 2. Wala namang ganun. Walang meaning yung arrangement nila. Year level, no? Yung mga first year, second year, third year, fourth year, ordinal yun. Job position, so halimbawa ay ah employee 1, employee 2, may mga rank yun. Hindi mo naman masasabing mas magaling ng 3 beses yung rank, yung third rank kaysa doon sa first rank. Wala namang ganun kahulugan yun. And then we have interval where data may be arranged in order. Meaningful amounts of differences between data can be determined. However, there is no starting point or inherent zero. Pinakamagandang halimbawa nito sa klase, pag nagsisit work, pagka nag-bonus, no, may class. So wala talagang zero, walang nakakakuha ng zero. So yun, interval scale yun. So halimbawa yung IQ score, wala namang zero. Temperature in Celsius or degrees Fahrenheit, wala namang zero. Wala ring masyadong meaningful differences, no? So the fourth and the highest scale is the ratio where an inherent zero is included. Then differences and ratios are meaningful. So, halimbawa, height, weight, weekly allowance, at yung temperature in the Kelvin scale, no? May absolute zero kasi doon. So, pag kunwari 10 Kelvin, wala namang degree siya, ano? At saka 20 Kelvin, alam mong ah 10 10 degrees, no? 10 degrees faster yung movement ng mga molecules or atoms kaysa doon sa 10 Kelvin, no? So, yung weekly allowance, no? Kung halimbawa, ang baon mo ay 200, tapos yung isa ay 100. So, twice as many yung iyong allowance kaysa dun sa 100 pesos. Okay? So, ayun, yung basic concept ng statistics. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig at isusunod natin yung data collection. Bye for now, class!